Welcome everybody to ESO Daily. I am your host, Mystic Raven. All right, guys. So I was wanting to do a stream yesterday, but the servers were down. So we're back at it today. I'm back on the DK Healer. I'm just in Mournhold. I was shopping around. I like coming here for my shopping a lot better than some of the other places. Anyways, so I'm going to pick up the dailies. Make sure I don't have any dailies from last week that I didn't do. No. Now, I'm not ready for a lot of the vets yet on this tune. I'm still trying to get his Undaunted passive up. So, this build still needs some work before I'm up to that level yet. Currently, I'm sitting at 345 champion points. I'm hoping to at least get up to the 500s before Morrowind drops. Okay, so we got Maz, Darkshade Caverns 2, and Tempest. Tempest is good. I like Tempest. Okay, so I'm going to do the random normal, just because, you know, I don't want to spend too much time on whatever. I'm gonna go ahead, eat my food buff. Gotta slot my potions. I'm running low on potions. It's kind of nice because since I'm low, I can, you know, farm some pots. So it's a good thing. Okay, forming up. Hoping it's one of the dailies. Okay. Something happened with that one. Said it was forming, and then all of a sudden, poof. Don't know what's going on. There we go. Hopefully this one works. There's the tank. Okay. Darkshade Caverns 1. It's not 2, but whatever. Whatever at this point. Now there are some bets that obviously I can do on this prior to my Undaunted. I like to get usually my Undaunted 1 up. And then, you know, I'll start doing more vets. And then once my Undaunted 2's up, then I pretty much do whatever. As long as I can get a decent group, depending on the dungeon. Be a little friendly. We'll type hi. Still working on getting my barrier for PvP 2. I'll probably be doing that tonight. Oh, I'm gonna switch that pot. Once everything's done, the weird thing about the Argonian and the DK lacks max magicka. And I think with the resource changes coming up, guys, the devs are going to have to address that issue with the DK. Just, there's a couple of minor things that need to be addressed with the DK. It gets no spell damage. You can get the damage increase from the status effect, but since it lacks resources, as far as regen, it's good, you know, for especially for stamina for activating your Earth and Heart abilities. But honestly, guys, I mean, there has to be something given with the DK. Something's got to happen with some of these changes. More than any other class. Like, I'm not sweating any other class. And one of my, you know, subscribers was asking about the Nightblade, about some of the concerns. Nightblade doesn't have really concern because of the magical pool it has. You're going to have to weave up a little bit more and keep your tenacity up to offset the difference, but that's no problem for the Nightblade. DK, and Argonian has the regen boost, you know, for the potion passive, which is good, but it's just, you know, I think you're gonna have to up something a little bit. Maybe Argonian should get another 2% towards their max. Nothing huge or massive. Maybe instead of, you know, whatever, it's go up by 2% or something. But DKs, I don't know. There's going to have to be some minor changes during test, just to balance it out a little bit. Nothing major. I don't think you have to go like all out and make it like, you know, overpowered or anything. You got to keep some balance there. My weapon charges up. Potion drinking is always a must. Come on. Just bash her. Just bash. Okay, let me charge my weapon real quick. Now obviously I like the restore on my staff right now. That's working out nice instead of the increase. Well, having a problem with the weave as far as getting in there. Now once it's done, I'll probably go with the Atro. I'm really liking the Atro on a couple of things. You know, the funny thing is, people always ask me about healing rotation. Sometimes you just have to play and keep these buffs up as much as possible. But you also gotta, you know, use the abilities as needed. Which hots you gotta keep up. Also, you know, your mitigating effects. Use your CC as you see fit, like especially on healing ads. This one I'll usually stone them and Using health potions works for the Argonian passive, so if you don't want to keep using all your magica potions, you can use that. That'll give the boost. Get that synergy. In for the recoup. Mitigate it. Potion. Alright. I finally got my provisioning up, so I've been trying to collect some food. This tank definitely knows what he's doing. He's hit my synergies left and right. I'm going to go ahead, set up the mitigation. Mitigate again for this. There we go. No problem. Stunned. Come on, break. The war horn, mitigate. Done springs. Throw the buff. Get the Ignis weapons up. Mitigate. motion, mitigate. No heavy sack. Alright. Draw all this. Why not? Wait. There's a Tremac. There's a shell. Oh, it's my Dwemer. I'm like, okay. Gonna mitigate all that. Mitigate again. Stone that for a minute. There it is. It's junk. There's a chest. Alright guys, there it is pretty much. Just going through the motions, getting everything out of the way. And I mean it'll get done, you know, and once it's done I won't have any problems. You know, definitely going to take the barrier. I want to get that 10% towards the recovery boost. It's good for any healer role. I mean, you can't, in my opinion, you know, recovery is a good thing. So, you know, when we take a look, you know, and you get that magical aid, I got, you know, 5% right now. Once I unlock that, I'll get a 10. You want to keep that slotted on your primary bar. Run the Warhorn on the back, and you know, keep the mitigations up as much as possible. Throw the buffs. You know, no. Yeah, I don't want to do another one, but yeah, the DK healer, definitely, you know, it's become kind of like my main healer. Nightblade, I love the Nightblade healer. Sork healers, I love them. I think the devs do an awesome job. Can't wait to see the Warden, what's going on with the upcoming changes. I'm hoping to do a bid on, you know, as soon as I can figure out, you know, the rate. I'm going to do a couple of things in the near future, just to, you know, kind of go over, you know, some testing and things like that, that you can do yourself. In this channel, I really like promoting the idea of you being an individualized player more and more. I think there are multiple ways to do things in this game. You can see it. Prime example, one of my favorite setup combos on this at the moment. I have two different builds, but with this build, I really like using the Trinamac along with Combat's Physician set. The Combat's Physician is every time, you know, I do a critical heal, I'm granting them a shield for 9,336. That will get boosted up to a little under 10k, about 10k, you know, for 6 seconds. Add that with Igneous Shield. So when Igneous Shield will proc, or if I throw the stone and it procs, it can have a chance to also proc Trinamac's Valor. Trinamac's Valor gives me the recovery, the Max Magicka. And so when I throw Igneous Shield, I have a 20% chance to call down the fragment of Trinamac that heals you and allies for 4,380 health and damages nearby enemies. This can occur every 5 seconds. And for me personally, I like this build. You know, it works out great. I use the Sentinel always for utilities. Couple pieces I'm still trying to acquire for Ideal, because right now I only got the Reinforced, because my other Sentinel's on my other tune, and I got this in Sturdy, but I got the Heavy and I got the Medium, you know, for Undaunted passive. But I want to get this head infused, obviously, and I want to get the shoulders in Divine. It's still a working process for me at the moment, but yeah, you know, everything else is Ideal. I was lucky enough to acquire the rest of the pieces. Trinamac, you know, you can buy it, and Combat's Physician was like nobody wants it typically, so it worked out really good. But yeah, if you guys have any questions or comments, please post below. I will be getting ready to set up, get some new builds out there. Luckily though, if you're going to be a Warden, start farming those pieces I was telling you guys about in that one video. You know, it's a video I got that, what pieces you could potentially farm. Yags or Yagamals or something like that. That's going to be a good set. Ice Furnace is going to be a good set. Winterborn is going to be a really good set for Warden. So there are a lot of sets out there that's already in place for the Warden. So you can farm those sets now, and then when the Warden is released, you can, kind of go off that hunt. Hunt is going to be great for stamina pet class. So I'm telling you guys, that's going to be a really good set for the Warden stam. So if you're going to be using pets. So heads up, guys. Try to acquire those pieces as much as possible. I'm really looking forward to the double bank for being an ESO Plus member. That's what I'm looking forward to, because I can't even farm gear anymore on my PS4. All my bag slots are almost, I keep around 30 just when I do dungeons, and my bank's at capacity. So I'm looking forward to some more space. But I do have a few of those pieces of Winterborn and Hunt. You can get those in Maelstrom. You can do regular Maelstrom if you want to farm it. But if you want the purple jewelry, you have to do the vet. Or I guess you could wait for the golden. I don't know what the rotation is on the golden. Every time I look, it's like it's random. At times it seems. But keep an eye out for it. And also, Dire Frost head piece. You can do a really nasty hybrid build with the Warden coming up on that. So if you guys have been ditching that, you might want to go ahead and try to obtain that headpiece. But yeah, guys, looking forward to it. Like I said, if you have any questions, comments, please post below. Once again, I do want to thank you for watching, and have a nice day.